One of the biggest issues for students at Monmouth University is parking. Parking causes stress for students, and many students know that parking is such a hassle. Collegian.csu Fresno.edu cites costs as an issue when it comes to parking. They said, after shelling out thousands of dollars in tuition, students must fork over another $93 for a one-year semester parking permit. However, if you're planning on needing a parking permit for an entire year, you have the option of buying a year-long permit for $186. This same site goes on to list location, time restriction, additional restrictions, and coming early doesn't even matter as issues when it comes to parking at this university, but it can also be applied to universities such as Monmouth, where we share similar parking. The only difference is that commuter students do not have to pay for parking, resident students still have to pay, however. What do students like least about parking?
The thing I like least about parking is definitely how reckless all of the drivers are in the parking lot. Whenever you're walking or even driving, everybody will just hit you and not really have any regard.
According to parkwex.com, according to figures from the National Center for Education Statistics, in recent years, enrollment at secondary and education institutions have risen by 24%. That number's gone from 16.6 million to 20.6 million. The number of full-time students rose to 28%, while the number of part-time students rose by 19%. With this great addition for education to our society, and it's great for society, but students and faculty are frustrated by a lack of adequate parking.
What I like least about the parking definitely has to be the valet people, because I just feel like they don't care about your car at all and will just hit things within, not tell you at all.
A source at www.unigo.com said, I have lost track of how many hours I spent circling lots for premium spaces and how many times I barely arrived to class on time. I wish before plunking down a good chunk of money on a premium pass I was hardly ever able to use, someone had shared with me some of the wisdom I have since gained. So, in the spirit of helping others, I give to you my reasons for never buying a premium campus parking pass. And this user would go on to give reasons why you shouldn't buy the parking passes.
I think the worst thing about Monmouth parking is the valet service here. They're very inconsiderate. I actually heard a story about a girl that I know. They took her car to the convenience store and she knew that they took it because they left the receipt in the car, and it was at the same time that she was in class, so she obviously didn't go to Quick Check. So I think they're just unreliable. I would never use them, and I advise no one else to use them.
In conclusion, parking at Monmouth University is and will continue to be an issue unless it is addressed. And hopefully, for the sake of the future students and the faculty at Monmouth University, parking will be addressed.